In college hoops, the time for postseason seeding, tournaments, and awards is near. And I believe one of the Big 12's biggest awards should come to Austin and belong to this man. UT's interim head coach Rodney Terry started the season as a team's top assistant. But if it's up to me, he'll end it as the conference's top coach. It's time for me to say in public what I've said in private for weeks. Rodney Terry should be the Big 12 Coach of the Year.
Our team just has what it takes.
Rodney always had an energy to himself. He's coaching that way. His team's playing that way.
If there's one man I'm happy he's coaching me, it's RT.
We guarded and we changed the whole game with our defense.
In addition to that first-place record, Coach Terry has proven he understands coaching philosophy, strategy, and connection like very few do.
We have to learn from this right now and get better from it.
A persistence in philosophy gets things done the right way.
You're going to be on the floor for me. You're going to have to guard. We'll figure out how to score.
A spirit of strategizing finds every advantage.
We haven't been practicing really long. We go about an hour and 15 minutes because we want a team that's going to leave it all out there in games and not play tired.
And a capacity to connect forms genuine bonds.
That's, in my opinion, RT's biggest, quality that he has in coaching. Just making the players feel so comfortable around him.
A coach who unexpectedly took over about a quarter through the season.
It's a mindset game today.
Has turned life tragedy into life lessons.
Tough for me was when I lost my dad in August. That was tough. When you're going through adversity, you have to try to get better as you go through it.
Turned life lessons into teaching points.
Coach does a good job of, before we even start talking about basketball, just making sure we understand where we're at, and we're all grateful to just be here and be breathing every single day.
Then gave his students all the credit.
This is one of the best wins I've ever been a part of.
Coach of the Year isn't a personal values award. Wins matter too. And RT has plenty of those.
We got to do whatever it takes right now to get it done.
Undefeated in games decided by 6 or fewer points, 6 wins over ranked opponents. He already has as many conference victories as 7 former Big 12 Coach of the Year winners.
We work our off. Okay, we work. We know what the game plan is. Why not today?
And this first place team still hasn't peaked.
We hadn't played our best basketball on the defensive side and the offensive side in one game at a very elite level. So, boy, watch out. I don't know what opponent's going to get there, but at some point, that's going to be an explosion.
An explosion caused by a collision of philosophy, strategy, and connection.
It's right there for the taking.
So now, it's time to make the Big 12's only interim head coach of the year. Brian, can you guess who I think should win that award?
I think you're in favor of RT, and I think you're exactly right.
Yeah.
There's not a coach in that conference that's done a better job this season than he has.
Yeah, and critics will say that this isn't his roster. This was a roster built by the previous head coach. But I'll challenge that, and I'll say that RT played a big role in scouting, recruiting, and training the majority of this roster. And if he didn't, if these weren't his guys that he hand-selected for his system, well, I think that that's a big mark in favor of RT winning that award.
You're exactly right. And they got a big one coming up on Saturday in Waco, too. You'll get to make another statement for that one.
I agree.
All right. Great job, Jeff.
Thank you.